In 2005, a 5-year-old girl named Tia Sky Hernlin in Volusia, Florida, woke up to a terrifying situation. She heard an unusual noise at 3 a.m. and went to find her parents for comfort. However, upon entering their bedroom, she discovered a horror that would make anyone panic. Tia had to make a critical phone call to 911, and the dispatcher, Donna Chofufani, received a heart-wrenching call that is every parent's worst nightmare. Although 911 dispatchers receive a range of phone calls, from distressing to hilarious, it's important to remember that prank calls can have serious consequences and prevent real emergencies from getting through. Making a prank call can result in imprisonment for up to 6 years and could potentially delay someone in need from getting help. Tia called 911 to relate the situation to them.
911, where's your emergency?
Hello.
Hello? Is everything okay?
My mommy and daddy.
Uh-huh.
I think there's a bullet on the floor.
There's a what?
And there's coming out of my dad, and he fell off the bed.
He did. Where's Mommy at?
I don't know. I think they're dead.
What do you mean, sweetheart?
I don't know.
Okay, your daddy's on the floor. How old are you?
I'm 5 years old.
She told the dispatcher that there's a bullet on the floor and that there's blood coming out of her dad's body. The dispatcher asked about her mom, but she said she didn't know. The 911 operator was deeply concerned and continued to speak with Tia, determined to uncover what had truly transpired in her family's home. It was evident that this was no hoax call, and Tia was home alone without her parents. From Tia's situation, no horror movie can compare to what she experienced in reality. While Freddy Krueger may not scare us anymore, Tia would undoubtedly choose any scary movie over the tragedy that befell her family. Discovering her parents in that state would have been a traumatic experience for anyone, yet Tia demonstrated remarkable bravery and sensibility by calling 911 for help. Nonetheless, the entire conversation is heartbreaking and almost unbearable to listen to. Emergency convo. Okay, baby, okay. Let me get someone right over to you. Did you go in your mommy and daddy's room? Uh-huh, and there's blood. All over the place? Not all over. There's blood on the plant and on the floor. Are you the only one there besides mommy and daddy? Well, I said mommy and daddy, and they didn't even answer. Okay. What I want you to do, honey, I want you to stay on the phone with me. It's amazing how composed Tia was while making the call to 911. Considering her young age, it would have been understandable if she struggled to explain the situation or didn't make the call at all. Perhaps it didn't fully register as real to her. Donna, the dispatcher, deserves credit for recognizing the gravity of the situation and skillfully keeping Tia calm and focused until help arrived. Emergency convo. And what makes you wake up tonight? I think I heard a gunshot. You heard a gun? Yes, and I see a bullet lying on the floor. I think it's a bullet. Really? Mm-hmm. Who has a gun in the house? I don't see a gun, but I'm scared. Oh, sweetheart, I will not let anything happen to you. Can you send a deputy down here? I promise I will, and you're only 5 years old? Mm-hmm. You are so smart for a 5-year-old. Despite not even being in kindergarten yet, and due to start only the following week, Tia was able to provide Donna with the make of her parents' cars, which helped the police locate her house more quickly. Emergency convo. Does mommy and daddy have a car in the driveway? Mm-hmm, 2 cars. 2 cars? What kind of cars do they drive? My mom has a Toyota. What color is that Toyota? Is it dark or gray or silver? It's, red. Red? Okay, what kind of car does daddy have? He has a Jeep. It's black and... Okay, listen to me. Is your phone the kind of phone you can take with you and walk around? There should be an officer at your front door. I need for you to take your phone with you and walk over to the door and open it for me, okay? Okay. And I'm gonna stay on the phone with you, okay? I feel a sense of relief knowing that the police are almost at Tia's house. She was willing to let the officer in to assist her mom and dad. Emergency convo. You are doing a wonderful job. I'm to the door. I'm unlocking it. Okay, you do let me know when the officer talks to you. Okay, you go ahead. Okay, you talk to the officer. You talking to the dispatcher? Okay, tell her I'm here now and you can hang up. Bye, sweetheart. He's here. Okay, sweetheart, you be good, okay? Bye-bye. It was a relief that help arrived quickly after Tia's 911 call, which lasted only 4 minutes. However, the outcome was tragic as Tia's mother, Julie Hernlin, passed away before the paramedics could save her, despite being just 31 years old. Although there was some hope for her father, he also passed away that afternoon at the Halifax Medical Center in Daytona Beach at only 29 years old. Tia suddenly became an orphan despite doing everything she could to help her parents. Life can be incredibly unfair at times. It's hard to comprehend why anyone would do this to Tia's family, who simply enjoyed surfing and living by the beach with their friends. David Edward Johnson was a dangerous individual who refused to believe that Tia's parents had not reported him to the police for his illegal drug-selling activities. He became increasingly hostile toward them, frequently driving by their house in a menacing manner, and even attempting to run them off the road. He also falsely reported them to Child Protective Services, which was deeply distressing to the family, as they were devoted parents who prioritized Tia's well-being above all else. Despite the Hernlins' attempt to get a restraining order against Johnson, the judge refused to grant one due to insufficient evidence. Johnson's anger and resentment toward the family ultimately led to a tragic outcome, resulting in Tia losing both her parents at a young age. It is difficult to put into words the level of disgust and contempt one feels towards someone like Johnson, who was a threat to the safety and security of an innocent family. Later on, Judge Richard Graham expressed remorse and regret for not granting the restraining order, stating that he believed he had done everything he could at the time. He said, "Looking back on it, I would have liked to have done it differently, but you review each case on a case-by-case basis. It could be argued that restraining orders are only effective for those who don't require them. After all, it's just a legal document, and when someone willing to take extreme measures is after you, it may not be sufficient protection, even if it provides a record of threats." When the authorities were called out, everyone wanted to know how this had happened, and Ben Johnson, the sheriff on the case, had a similar response. He said, "The only way to stop them is to keep them in jail. There is no possible way the judge could have kept him in jail. Very seldom do you find someone this determined to take action. On any given day, we have 3,600 to 3,700 restraining orders in effect. You can't stay on top of somebody all the time." Indeed, it is frightening to think about how many similar cases exist. Unfortunately, no one can predict how far a person might go, and it would have been preferable if they had recognized the true nature of the person they were releasing. The surfing community paid tribute to Tia's parents and expressed their outrage towards the perpetrator. However, the news is grim as he ended his own life at home later that day, avoiding justice for the terrible act he had committed. This senseless tragedy left Tia an orphan, but a trust fund was established to support her, and she went to live with her grandparents in Central Florida with her pets. Tia changed her name in 2018 and has kept a low profile ever since. It is heartening to know that other children of her age, like 4-year-old Isa Glasser, have also exhibited bravery by calling 911 to save their parents' lives. Let's also acknowledge Donna, the 911 dispatcher, once again for her incredible job in helping Tia during that harrowing night. She stayed composed and attentive to Tia's needs, ensuring her safety and eventual rescue. Despite being hailed as a hero by the sheriff's office, Donna declined to have her photo included in the newsletter. Tia, too, demonstrated bravery beyond her years, and I hope she is thriving in her new life. Alright guys, what are your thoughts on this case? Would you have been able to handle the situation as well as Tia did at such a young age? Share your opinions in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.